One of my accounts went from 0 to 15,000 followers in about I think it was 5 days, a Monday through Friday cycle. Trust me, it has absolutely nothing to do with whether the algorithm or the platform likes you or not. You're just thinking that because you have no idea how your post could be better. Because I set the camera up and I made the video and I put the lighting on and everything. It didn't match what people are currently accepting, what is currently going viral. It doesn't taste, it doesn't smell, it doesn't feel, it doesn't look like a viral video. And so people aren't going to engage. And you're just looking at your content wondering, what did I do wrong? I did everything they told me to do. You didn't compare it with currently viral content. And that's why it's not blowing up. So compare it, solve the differences, fix your content. Shoot me a DM if you get stuck, if you want help with social media, if you want help with monetizing. I will walk you through all of that. I've had countless clients and some of them are doing thousands a month. So see you in the next video. If you're trying to monetize on TikTok, there's a really good monetization strategy that took one of my clients from literal zero to $7,000 per month in about 4.5 months. For context, it usually takes the average creator around 12 to 18 months to make their first dollar with social media. What we did is I had him posting around 8 to 10 times every single day just to figure out what content would go viral, and he was going live constantly. During the course of this, he also grew from 5,000 to around 46,000 followers. I also had him build out a really simple coaching program where he would just offer to meet people weekly, take notes with them, text them, check up with them, and do accountability. Honestly, nothing too complicated. And he was selling that for $500. And that's how he made around $7,000 in a single month. And it's not hard. You could do the exact same thing if you listen to what I tell you and do exactly what I tell you to do. The first thing you have to understand is that you do not need to be an expert to help somebody the same way a mountain climber doesn't have to be at the top of the mountain to help somebody who's at the bottom. It is actually better for him to be closer to the bottom of the mountain to help somebody who's right behind him than it is for him to be all the way at the top. In the same way, if you've experienced a small transformation, i.e., I grew my first 10,000 followers on TikTok, you can make a full-time income helping other people get to 10,000 followers on TikTok. And some people with limiting beliefs will say, no, I'm not an expert. I shouldn't be the one selling. Why don't they buy from somebody else? Well, the main reason is that there is more demand for learning than there is actually people who are willing to teach. And so as long as you're saying, I'm willing to help, I'm willing to teach, I'm willing to help you do your first push-up, get your first 1,000 followers, start your dog walking business and get your first 3 clients. As long as you're saying you're willing to teach people, there will be people who are willing to buy from you. All right, how do we do it? We make videos every single day, make 5 videos a day on TikTok, talking head videos exactly like this one. Use the same classic font. Attack with a pain point or a desire point. Give people implementable information on how to solve their pain or their desire, right? So for me, it would be like, okay, here's a good TikTok strategy so you can get your first 1,000 followers. Here's a really great way to set up a dog walking business in a couple minutes so that you have a really great way of keeping track of your clients. Here's a really great way to set up your first workout in the gym so you can start doing pull-ups here pretty soon. And you just make 5 of those videos every single day. Don't think of it like 5 different content ideas, but think about it like the same content idea, but different ways to get people to believe in that content idea is what you're testing, so your video will go viral. At the end of the video, you say, look, if you want my help with it, let's hop on a one-on-one call. I believe I can help you. You have a free consultation call with them. You help them figure out what their problem is and what they need to solve it. At the end of the consultation call, you say, I'm willing to help you. I can help you get from here to here. This is what it's going to cost. Get your first 5 clients for free. Work with them. Get some testimonials. Once you know you can help people and once you have some testimonials, start selling your program for $500. You could honestly start selling it for $2,000. Sell it for what people will buy it for. And if you just keep doing this loop, by this time next year, you will have a business where you work probably 4 hours a day and you make a full-time income. If you want me to help you do it within 180 days, make your first $10,000 on social media, go ahead and DM me, coach. I'll tell you exactly what to do. I'll consult you personally one-on-one. I'll install all of the systems for you, but you have to be willing to make talking head videos. So if that's you, go ahead and shoot me a DM. Otherwise, if not, check out some more of the free videos on my page. I'm going to show you how you can create a viral video this week by understanding these 3 things about viewer psychology. The last accounts I created on TikTok hit 15K followers in under a week because I used these 3 viewer psychology tricks. These are things I tell all of my clients. When you understand them, you'll have no problem making viral videos. It doesn't have to do with how much time you've been creating content or how many videos you've created or how much you've engaged. It has everything to do with how you make a video and how you understand viewer psychology. So if you understand these things, you won't have any problem making viral videos. My name is Levi. I help people with content because when I started creating content 8 years ago, nobody was helping me with content. And I spend my time one-on-one helping creators monetize and help other people inside of their circle. So if you want to build a program like that, just hit me up. First thing you have to understand about viewer psychology is that every single person out there has something that they want to sell or they want to talk about. They think their thing is important. So your job is not to tell people, give people value. Your job is elevated beyond that. You not only have to give people value, but you have to get people to believe in the value you are going to give. This is very much like a salesperson trying to sell you on a product you're going to buy because people here are buying stuff with their time. So you have to think about your content not as I need to have different content ideas, but I need to have different ways to get people to believe the same idea. Once you understand this, it takes the I'm not in that niche handcuffs off, and you'll actually be able to create content in a way that gets across to your viewers. The next thing you have to understand is that viewers judge videos based off of the other videos they've seen. So if a viewer sees 50 viral videos and then they see 2 videos that don't taste the same flavor as those viral videos, maybe the lighting's bad, maybe the text is too big, maybe the creator's out of frame in the screen, the viewer is just going to scroll right by. And it's not because the creator transgressed any specific rule. It's because the creator didn't match the video to the viral videos that were being put out right now. So if I was using like a black and white filter, I was using those crazy Hormozy captions, you would just scroll right past my video because nobody else is doing that who is currently going viral. And me doing that is me telling you that I don't understand what is going viral right now. And so I'm just putting stuff out hoping you'll like it. So make sure to match your content styles to stuff that is currently going viral. The last trick I have is that you need to get the point across in the first 2 seconds of the video. Viewers can't be bothered to wait 5 seconds for you to give your hook, 5 seconds for you to ramble around and then find the point. This is why I have text captions on my video so that when somebody blinks at the screen, they immediately know what the video is about. If they make it through the first 2 seconds, they might make it to the next 5. They might make it to the next 10. But if they don't make it through the first 2 seconds, they're not going to hear the amazing point I make a minute later in the video. You understand these things and you implement them, you'll have no problem making viral videos. If you're struggling to monetize or if you're getting views and you're just straight up not making any money, hit me up. I have a system that I install for creators that helps them go from 0 to 10K a month by teaching creators things that they already know. One of my clients went from 0 to 20K a month doing this. One of my clients went from 0 to 7K a month, 5 months into content creation doing this. Just DM me the word coach and we will get you started. You have to be a Talking Head creator, by the way. If you're under 10,000 followers on TikTok, there's a really simple content strategy that can take you to 10,000 followers in as little as the next 2 weeks if you follow it step by step. Don't skip anything I tell you to do because if you do, it'll just make it harder. Context, my name is Levi. I've been creating on TikTok for the past 8 years. One of the last accounts I created hit 15,000 followers in 5 days. Go ahead and drop a follow. If you want help building out a coaching program or putting together a really good monetization strategy, just DM me coach and we'll get started. The first thing you have to understand is that the way you make content shouldn't depend on anything that's in here. It should depend on what is there. So you should look at what people are currently accepting. You should look at the content formats people are putting out in order to determine what content is appropriate for you to post. If you don't do this, you'll end up posting content you think is good, but your audience doesn't actually accept. You won't get any views on your videos and you'll be really, really sad. Now you might say, Levi, I gotta be authentic. I gotta put out something new. It's like, no, you don't. Think of yourself as a tire company. Now you can be weird and wacky and put out tires with 3 sides or 5 sides, metal tires with 17 lug nuts, or you can be normal, make a round rubber tire with 5 lug nuts that's going to last a long time, and people are going to buy your tire. Now, when somebody does come up with a new or innovative content format that really works, it's not because they're doing something that nobody's ever done before. It's because they're taking all the elements of things that actually work